Hi, I am sitting in my car, obviously, in front of a hospital, and I'm about to go in and see a patient who's pretty sick, and so the family called and asked for a pastor to come visit. This is somebody that's not from my congregation, but somebody from the surrounding area, and the husband is very, very sick, and so his wife asked if there's a pastor that would be available to come in. And so I do this kind of thing a lot, like most pastors. We're at hospitals a lot when people are born and when people are dying and when people are sick or going through surgery or in any kind of need or whatever. I'm making this video because I think a lot of folks don't really know what pastors do. And, it's obvious that we preach on Sunday mornings, but other than that, and maybe weddings and funerals, it's less obvious what we do because a lot of it is just, not really seen. And I did some chaplaincy training at a hospital. Oh, look, there's people walking behind me. I did some chaplaincy training at a different hospital than I'm at right now. And I remember feeling really intimidated at first when I first started this training because I thought, obviously I can't make people get better that are sick or dying. I can't make that go away. Or when people have a stillborn child, I can't make that any better. I can't make the child live. But what I quickly discovered was that I don't go in that room alone, that Christ walks in the room with me and gives me all that I need as a pastor to be able to deliver some words of comfort. And so what I say to people when they're going through a lot is that even though they ask a lot of why questions, why would God allow this to happen? And, why do I have to go through this? Or why did somebody die or whatever? I feel comfortable saying, I don't know the why questions, or I don't know the answers to those questions, but what I believe is that God is here with you in full, and God walks alongside you, and God will never leave you. And so I do a lot of listening to what they want to talk about, their pain or their confusion or their joy if they had a new child or something, or if somebody's getting better from being sick. But I do a lot of listening, and then I pray with them and ask God for God's presence to be with them and to uphold them and to care for them. Sometimes I give them communion, or sometimes I bring oil to anoint them if they're very sick. You can even baptize a baby in the hospital if that is called for. So the main thing that I want people to know, though, is that this isn't a difficult or painful part of a job of being a pastor. I think that a lot of people feel like they don't want to take a pastor's time and call them into something like this because they think a pastor is busy and, wouldn't want to take time out to do this kind of thing, that they have so much work to do. This is the work most of us love to do. This is what we signed up to do. This is what we want to do. This is an honor and a privilege to be able to be with people in these really important transitions throughout life, to be in such intimate, beautiful times when somebody's dying or when somebody's being born, or to be able to be there to offer words of love and care from God to people when they're in their time of need. So it's not something to apologize for if you need a pastor to offer up this kind of service. It's one of the most beautiful things that we do. One of the most, like a more frustrating thing or like a more difficult thing would be to be in a kind of a meeting where nothing seems to be getting done or decided upon or happening, where putting papers in notebooks but not really making any changes about things. Like, that would be more frustrating. This kind of a thing, going to where people really are in need, there's nothing frustrating or difficult about it. It is the most rewarding thing that I get to do with my life. So so for me, and I think most of us, call us whenever you need us, and just know that that's what we get to do. And whether it's on a weekend or a holiday or the middle of the night or whatever, it doesn't matter. That's what we know we signed up for, and it's really a joy to be able to do this for people. So this isn't just about me. This is about ministry in general, and that, it's a privilege to get to share God's love for people in this way, and to be a symbol that it's not us healing or comforting, but we're a symbol of the God that so loves people and always does bring comfort and healing in really unique and special ways. So thanks for listening. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.